And just this guy, says, I'm guessing you're not watching, but are you guys interested in Westworld? I think I'm waiting for the whole season to be available. I saw the first episode and really liked it. I just haven't gotten around to it later.
If enough people I know like it, I might check it out when it's done so I can binge watch it.
Yeah.
I much prefer binge watching shit, especially if it's like a serial narrative.
Yeah. Yep, HBO is still going for that weekly.
Like if I had seen Narcos season 1 before season 2 came out, I'd be upset.
Oh yeah,
I'd be upset.
Oh. No. But I liked the first episode. I will watch the rest of it, but it's available, so I'll just wait to binge. It is crazy how Netflix impacted our viewing habits. I think even before Netflix, do you remember the joy that it was to get the DVD box set?
Yeah.
Of shows when those became super popular?
I would still rather have that.
Of course, well, to binge. They were talking about Netflix affecting us for the binge watching.
If I like a thing, I'd want to own the thing.
Yep. I remember getting Arrested Development in the DVD box set, and we binged that all the goddamn time. And I don't know what the I don't know what the pros and cons are. What do you think the pros and cons are for releasing your content all at once or doling it out weekly?
There's no con, as far as I can tell.
Well, I think the pro to doling it out weekly is you create a need. You make your audience come back to you every week.
They get it all at once. Why do you need them to come back every week?
Because it's about...
You're still getting the ad for every view.
Right, but it's about creating... it's not just about the ads for views. It's about creating a base.
That's why all of the movies flop, isn't it?
What?
Because it's all at once. I mean, that's why nobody watched The Avengers or Star Wars or...
Oh, I get it. You're being a dick. Oh, I get it. But I think I can only imagine that one of the pros of doling it out regularly is creating a fan base that continues to come back month after month.
Whatever.
What? I prefer, as a consumer, the binge watch.
Yeah.
But I think I understand their reasoning behind the slow dole.
You know what, sir? You're dead. You've annoyed me, and you're dead now. That's just the way it is. You're dead.
Rich, do you think origami is Japanese for inept guards?
Ayo.
That joke is brought to you by Electric Monk. Electric Monk, where you get the jokes of all the game jokes.
Joke of the month.
Yeah, joke of the month by Electric Monk.
Alright, I know I need to go there. I don't see a way through this door. That's obvious.
Sarah Chen is saying, how disappointed and or annoyed would you be if you suddenly received a Nintendo Switch? Wink, nudge. I mean...
I wouldn't be annoyed.
And here's the...
I don't hate the idea. I just know Nintendo. You're going to get 4 games out of it. You're gonna, maybe 3. Two, if you don't like everything they do, maybe 2 games that you actually give a shit about, because I don't give a shit about, Smash.
Right.
If they come out with a new Smash, I'm going to be like...
Right, if they come out with a new Mario Kart, that's probably not going to excite you too much.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but it's Mario Kart for me, personally. Not worth buying a system.
And so...
You get a Zelda, and... Well, it's every other console you get a 3D Mario, right? So I guess it's time for the next 3D Mario.
There was a 3D Mario in the video, so we can assume there's a 3D Mario.
Okay.
Like, also, Rich and I are in an incredibly advantageous position where for us buying a Switch is a business expense. So, you know, obviously, like, we'll get one for the show, but oh, it's the Amber Alert again.
Yeah.
It's the Amber Alert again.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit.
They just need to release stuff on mobile platforms and offer some kind of controller that works with phone. Richard, I would love a controller that works with phones more easily. I saw this amazing thing, and I got really excited before I realized I couldn't use it on my iPhone.
Look, I'm not saying I'm more excited about phone games than I am Switch games. I'm just saying, trying to become a successful product, they're competing with phones, and a lot of people don't mind.
Right. I saw this wonderful controller for phones and tablets, you know, iPads and such, where using software you can actually tell the tablet where to press and, you know, what button it correlates with on the controller.
Yeah.
So if it's a game that wasn't designed for a controller, you could still use a controller and just tell the controller where to touch what. And I thought that was genius.
Tell me where the controller touched you.
Tell me. Unfortunately, it does not work with iPhones that are not jailbroken. So I'm a little disappointed. But that's a great idea. That's what we just need a controller that works with the phone nicely. I was thinking about getting a Wii U and a 3DS. The 3DS is a solid investment. The Wii U, I have personally not touched my Wii U in months. I wasn't necessarily super excited about it in the first place, but hey, you know, Mario Kart Smash, and I'm sure more games will come out for it. I'm sure. It's basically right now the Wii U is a Minecraft machine for my kids. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And even my kids don't like it anymore because they watch Minecraft Let's Play videos.
They don't care about actually playing Minecraft.
No, and then they get really annoyed because they say, hey, I want to do that thing that guy did in the Let's Play video. And I look it up and I say, oh, you can't. That was a mod. You need to play that on PC. And they go, well, let's play it on PC then. Which is true. This is a conversation I've had with my children. So already my children are understanding that PC gaming is better, which is great.
Wow.
I'm teaching them well. I'm trying to teach them well, Rich. Earthbound is what made me bone. Yeah, you can get Earthbound on the Wii U now. That's true. But I don't know. Switch. We're gonna get one because we got to. You got to do a thing on it. We'll do a thing on it, but will it be good? Who knows? Will it be a game changer? Probably not. But it is something different, and I think that should be applauded. They're trying. They're trying something different. Let's try something different. What's with the neon glowing cloak? If you pay attention to like when Rich does his ghost jump, the cloak changes colors, and that's the visualization of the cooldown, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what the neon glowing cloak is all about. Do I know any card tricks? No. I'm sorry. I do not know any card tricks. I never learned magic in my clowning routines. The Switch is a Pokemon delivery service with minor side benefits, like a handful of other regurgitated franchises. Yeah. Listen, Nintendo...
And I hate the Pokemon, so it's not for me. Most likely, it won't be for me. I like Mario, wouldn't mind another Mario game, wouldn't mind another Zelda game, that's about it.
With Pokemon, currently with Pokemon, Nintendo has a money printing service. So they get to take risks.
The portable tablet console, whatever.
Could be fun. Here's what I will tell you, playing Pokemon Y, which currently is the newest Pokemon, but there's another one coming out. I don't like it as much as the older Pokemon. They changed some stuff up that make me really where I'm not into it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I want a Metroid that isn't stupid. Nezuro, I agree. I want a good Metroid. I want a good Metroid that's not stupid. Let's see here. Ithon Mage. A Switch is a stick used for punishment. So, Jack, I say step on a crack, break your Mario's back. When a problem comes along, you must switch it. P.S. Pass through DVD order out now. Great. That's true. That's very funny. Ithon Mage. Get the Switch. The Duke of Prunes, you're incorrect. Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. More than any movie in recent memory, it has some of the most wonderful and purposeful cinematography I've ever seen. You can pay attention. The camera movements in Black Swan tell a story of characterization, and it's great. It's also a fun way of doing a retelling of Black Swan. But I liked it. And from a cinematography standpoint, it's just the bee's knees. Nope.
Valuable lesson. Can't walk into the thing.
And also lesbians. You're right. Also lesbians. That's the other important part of Black Swan.
How do I turn off the torches?
Oh, good question.
That wasn't on before. I climbed up there, I thought.
Is there... press, what is it, left? Do you have to go to those things?
I don't know. I don't know what I need to do, Jack.
You probably do. He probably needs to go to those things. But which is better, Iron Man 3 or Black Swan? They're both good for very different reasons. You horrible people.
Well, damn. He fell off the thing.
Real Macabre, I am really looking forward to seeing Noah. I saw there was a copy of Noah here at the studio. And I asked Mike if I could borrow it. I was like, I was actually really looking forward to seeing Noah. So, Darren Aronofsky, weird, trippy, biblical tale. I think this is going to be great. I was like, can I borrow this? I promise I'll get it back to you in a couple days. And Mike's like, fucking take it. I don't care. I got that as a gift. I was like, well, fine. So, I'm looking forward to watching Noah. I've heard it's weird as fuck, which I believe because it's a Darren Aronofsky movie. So I'm looking forward to it. Zach is whack. Speaking of controllers, Rich, I now understand why you don't like vibration. Vanquish, while great, had the controller shake for 30% of the game.
Yeah.
Even started to make me feel a little loopy. That's great.
Okay, so that turned off the light over there for some reason, and that's fine.
Oh, okay, sure. Oh yeah, The Wrestler. Like if you guys, for anyone who has not seen The Wrestler, get on that shit. The Wrestler's fantastic. If you need a reason to love Darren Aronofsky, watch The Wrestler. And the Blue Blaze says, "Have you played any of the Saints Rose games?"
No.
Neither
Deal
have
with
I.
it.
By the way, neither have I. That's a big franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before I go, my mom, America, yes, that's her name, said that nobody pronounces the SNES as SNES. Could you please tell her that everyone does? I've heard it pronounced both SNES and SNES. Mostly I hear SNES.
SNES.
Yeah.
What about the SNES?
The SNES. You spell out each letter, or sound out each letter.
Right.
The SNES.
Right.
I've also heard it that way. More often than not, I hear SNES or just Super Nintendo.
Well, I've heard you're a dumbass.
No, I'm agreeing with you, Rich.
I've still heard you're a dumbass.
You terrible man! You terrible man! Let's see here. Base 9 Wario says, here is $2.70 to celebrate my 27th birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Base 9 Wario.
You young prick.
You young prick. Cheers to good health for everyone at RLM and everyone in the prereq chat today. Yes, to health. I've always said SNES. I only heard it called SNES when I started watching video game YouTube channels. SNES. The soups. No one calls it the soups.
I don't know what way. Honestly, I don't know what way I do it when I'm not thinking about it.
You say SNES.
I do?
That's why they brought it up.
Okay.
That's why they brought it up, because you say SNES, and he, the Blue Blaze says his mom said no one pronounces it SNES, but
Apparently I do.
You do.
So, fuck off.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Mm-hmm. Cheers, Base 9 Mario. Yes. To health as I chug my 13th beer of the evening. Right? I started the stream with an energy drink. Now I have a beer. To health. I need it. Mm-hmm. It's a fine beer. Oktoberfest from Revolution Brewing. Very nice. Very nice beer. The Super Nintendo. Is that what it's called? The Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Yeah, I got my Super Nintendo.
The Super NES.
The Super Net. The Dupa Net. What? Nazdrawi Jack? That, I don't know what that means. Rich is fine tonight. He's being funny. How are you enjoying this so far?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not a revolution in gaming,
Good.
but I don't hate it.
High praise. You just get points for disappearing their bodies, which seems odd.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the power up to disappear their bodies.
Jack, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I gotta figure out how I open this fucking door, goddammit.
You probably have to open up the other glowy gold thing. Or did you do that already? There's a second glow orb thing, right? Yeah, go check out that noise. What's over there? I got a GameCube again a little while back and have been playing a lot lately. GameCube had some great games. I'm trying to think of one that wasn't made by Nintendo. Oh, they had Resident Evil 4. That was one not made by Nintendo. That was a great game. Also, Beautiful Joe. That was GameCube, right? Yes, it was.
All right.
GameCube ruled. I had my purple GameCube. It looked great.
Super Mario Sunshine is highly underrated.
Is it underrated?
Yeah.
I thought it was rated perfectly and everyone loved it because it's a great game.
No, people hate it.
People hated it?
Yeah.
Fuck them. Super Mario Sunshine's great. Right, Metroid Prime 1 and 2. I was thinking of non-Nintendo games that were great on the GameCube. Nope.
Yes. Seeing alertness-wise what I can get away with.
Gotcha. You know what? I know everyone loves Eternal Darkness. I never played it. Did you play Eternal Darkness?
Like GoldenEye, but it's not GoldenEye. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
It's a shooter with an analog stick.
Oh, it was a shooter.
Yeah.
What was the other, Beyond Good and Evil? Did you play that one?
Was like a Zelda with like a reporter chick instead of Link.
Oh.
I never played it though.
Oh, okay. I never played it either. I know that one's one of those
beloved cults.
Beloved cult. Yeah. Oh, best game no one played. Beyond Good and Evil. Prime wasn't Nintendo. It was Retro Studios. Oh, okay. Well then Prime counts. Prime is great games. I loved Metroid Prime. All three of them. Even the third one with the weird Wiimote shooting. I'm down with that. That's not Eternal Darkness. That's Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark.
All right, well, then I don't know which one Eternal Darkness is. So
Perfect Dark. We played that on stream. That is the GoldenEye, but not GoldenEye.
Okay.
Eternal Darkness is not a shooter. It's a crazy survival horror.
Oh, then I doubly don't care.
Okay. Great.
You people know my taste so well.
I'm down with the sickness. Absolutely.
Does I think you guys are just not too much into games? Or we don't like the same games you like.
Or there's a lot of fucking games and it's hard to remember them sometimes. You know?
I hate...
Rich, it's fine. It's fine. You confuse two games that both have dark in the title.
I hate certain genres, so that means I'm not a gamer.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that about you, by the way.
Yeah.
You're not a real gamer?
All gamers like survival horror. If you don't like survival horror, you're not a gamer.
Nope. Not a real gamer.
Yeah.
Darkman? I don't know why you just said Darkman ? But that's Darkman's a fine movie. Should rewatch Darkman. You know what I rewatched recently? Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi's great. Sam Raimi's a great director. What the? Oh. Spider-Man 2, I'm going to put this out here, might be the most comic booky movie ever made.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's slow. It deals far more with...
I'm just not fond of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
It deals far more with, relationship drama than it does actual plot.
Tone-wise, those movies feel more like a DC movie than a Marvel film.
I don't know where you get that from. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk, Rich. Oh, it explodes? Spider-Man 2 is top 10 all time for me. It's a lot of it I feel hasn't aged particularly well, and it is weird because it's very goofy, and it's Sam Raimi, so it has slapstick humor in it. and comparing it to modern day comic book movies, it's slightly dated, but it's still great. And it's just the right amount of cheesy. And like I said, it deals with like relationship dramas, and it leaves stuff open-ended almost as if it was a monthly comic book. And, you know, like we're closing this gap, but we're opening up a whole new gap for next week's issue.
I'd rather he made Evil Dead 4 instead of the Spider-Man films. That was one of the roadblocks.
What?
The Spider-Man movies. He was too busy doing those.
Oh, those were fun.
And I don't blame him, because I'm sure he made a shit ton of money making those Spider-Man films. But that's the reason we didn't get more Ash until Ash versus Evil Dead.
Fine. We got Macho Man Randy Savage as Bonesaw, and I'm okay with that. Switch Radic, not really. We do not meet up with other YouTubers.
It's a community.
It's a community. Nah, I'm sure they're fine. I have like talked with other YouTubers before, like on Twitter and such. I had a back and forth with Adam from Your Movie Sucks, and every once in a while I know Adam is here in the Twitch chat, and I've checked out his Twitch live streams before, just because I like the stuff he does. But no, I've never like there's no we don't go to meetups or anything. Bunch of potatoes, YouTubers. All three films are pretty much the exact same movie. Well, you know, they're similar tonally. I like them. They've helped make comic book movies just a viable thing in general. Your Movie Sucks is great. Yeah, I like Your Movie Sucks. He has some fun things to say about movies, and I like watching his videos when he says stuff about movies. Adam is wonderful. Also, Merc. Yep, great. Great, yeah. I don't know if I've interacted with anyone else like who makes YouTube videos. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos, so that counts. The one time I get Jack to ask one of my questions and I spell a word wrong. I'm so sorry, Switch Radic. That's what you get. You got to be on point spelling wise. You know me, I'm a stickler for spelling correctly. Vsauce? Yeah, I've seen Vsauce. I don't watch anymore. I don't know particular reason. But
I don't mind their videos, but what's his face? The main guy?
Yeah.
Bald guy, mustache. He seems like such a smug prick.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know that that's even true. Just that's the vibe I get.
Sure.
Watching those videos.
Yep.
He's a know-it-all smug prick.
Oh. Yeah. Any love for H3H3? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Do you know what H3 is?
Sure, I love it. It's great.
Oh, great.
What's your next question?
I know. There's a lot of people making YouTube videos. I don't know who Days is. I don't know. I just don't know. There's just a lot of good content. That's the wonderful thing about right now. There's just a lot of content, and a lot of it can be very specific. You know, like I love like Computer File, a lot of the stuff that Brady does.
I'm not familiar with Computer File. I've watched Number File and enjoy it.
And produced by the same guy. Computer File is just like talking about like how operating systems work, and you know how a computer reads drives, and like very like simple old school computer technology. It's really neat. Brady Harrington? Brady, who does all the files? Who does the Number File and Computer File? Brady something? Brady, help, chat. Help, chat. Help, chat. Thank you, Brady Heron.
Oh, great. They're all fucking alerted to that shit. I wanted just him to get alerted. That's not how it went down.
Oh. Brady Heron, he's good. Like I found him. He does a podcast with GCP Gray, who is another YouTuber who I really enjoy. Brady Heron does some good videos. I've never seen. I don't know anything about Nostalgia Critic, but I've seen a couple of videos from. I don't know if they're associated with each other. Nostalgia Chick. She has her own YouTube channel, and she does like interesting breakdowns of movies and such. And I don't know if they are in this, like if they made videos together. But I think her name is Nostalgia Chick. I forget. I don't know Nostalgia Critic. I mean, I know of him, but I don't know if I've ever seen a video of his.
Yeah.
So they used to be associated, but not anymore. Oh, okay. I like her videos. She did.
They had a falling out, huh? Oh, hey.
They had a nostalgia falling out. How terrible. Comic Book Girl 19. I don't know if I've ever seen her. I'm sorry. Comic Book Girl adores you guys. Great.
I like her. I've seen her a couple of her videos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's the one with the pink hair, right? Chat? Kind of got that punk look going on.
It's all part of the Nostalgia Expanded Cinematic YouTubeverse. Nice. Nice. No, she just put out a really interesting video on like the 3-act structure and why it's important in movies and why it's so prevalent in movies, and I thought that was a really interesting video. She has her own fuckbot? Oh, great. There's a lot of great content out there.
I forgot to do
What a time! What a time to be alive! What a time to be a consumer.
I'm not doing great. I'm not doing great, Jack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're still on this level.
It's always weird playing and talking, though.
It is. Not only is it weird, it's difficult. It's difficult. Every frame a painting. Oh yeah, I've seen some every frame a painting. That's good. That's good stuff. I know I like Shut Up, Sit Down. That's a board game review. They make they make videos about board games. Matt Lees in general, I enjoy his commentary. I don't often agree with him. I don't always agree with him. He really likes No Man's Sky. So, but I enjoy Matt Lees in general.
No, wait, I did it again. I know I did it again.
Shut Up and Sit Down is great. If you are a person into board games.
I'm dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I would probably agree with him 100%. Maybe. Check out Matt Lee's stuff. He does good work.
I'm not close to throwing something. I've just been playing too long and I'm...
Little fatigue?
think so.
That's okay.
If I don't get past her soon, you can give it a try, Jack.
Yay! I will fail harder than you will. Ooh, they're streaming. Yeah, we are. Well, We're streaming from the same building, just a different room in the building. We've been moved. And now we have a different background, as you can see. We are now streaming from the storage room. Because that's the kind of priority Red Letter Media puts on previously recorded. We have to move a bunch of boxes out of the way. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Have you guys ever heard of RimWorld? It's like Dwarf Fortress, but without the insane learning curve. RimWorld? Rich, what do you know about RimWorld?
I know nothing about RimWorld.
RimWorld? No. All right, great.
So it's like a thing with a rim?
It's like a thing with a rim.
That's that rim thing. Sure. Yeah.
Great.
I love it.
Great.
I love all the things you like, because if I don't, you people want to eat me alive.
That's true. Let's see here. Evil Kumquat says Saints Row 4 was the best superhero video game I've played, even though it wasn't technically a superhero game. The controls make you feel like superhero more than anything with DC or Marvel license. Great. And Game Child UK says, after finding Battlefront a huge disappointment and Hardline looked bland from the start, I'm really enjoying Battlefield 1's multiplayer on PC. Glad the naysayers were wrong. World War 1 made a good game. Oh, I didn't even know that was out. I'm excited to try that out. Battlefield 1.
Yeah. It's the least interesting World War. I don't really care.
It got some...
Most interesting thing about World War I was the Christmas truce.
What is the Christmas truce?
It was an unofficial truce. Christmas came.
Okay.
And the soldiers just stopped fighting. you had both lines actually intermingling.
Oh. And then they went
it's
back.
kind of... Yes and no.
Oh.
Soldiers didn't want to go back. Eventually... Like some of the generals, they're actually like playing games and whatnot, like in the middle of lines, and they wanted the people in charge wanted the war back on. So I heard in some areas where they just weren't going back to fighting, like some of the higher command they just went out in the field where they were playing and just started shooting some of the enemy soldiers to get the war back on. Is what I have heard.
You guys are ruining my war.
Yes,
this is my war.
So the Christmas truce is highly interesting to me.
Oh, I know, and I like I think there's a lot more interesting visuals that could be had in World War 1. Horses versus tanks, man.
Fuck.
Horses versus tanks. Trains.
The tank wins. Spoiler.
Well, of course the tanks win.
Unless you're Indiana Jones.
But it's fun. Rich. What do we do to see how long we've been streaming? Uptime? How does that work? Hold on. Exclamation point uptime. Okay. Time to stand up, everybody. Let's stand up. Oh, God. I'm gonna go recycle some cans.
I know I can do better. I'm just not. Took me long enough to figure that one out.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Oh, pardon me. So sorry. I'm back. Everything's fine. I cannot stand up with you. I cannot stand up. You are making me jealous. I'm very sorry. But I did.
Yes, it's insulting to the handy capable, Jack.
It sure is. Then you know what? Like, do a pull-up or something. Or roll around or blow into a tube and roll around and get some wind in your face.
You insensitive jerk.
I am. Hello, Joe Kitty. Fiddlesrig says, I love how Rich said World War I was the least interesting of all the world wars, as if there were more than two.
Give it time. Give it time.
I'm still excited to check out Battlefield 1. It's going to be tough to pull me away from Overwatch, though. God, I love Overwatch. It's so fucking good. I've been hardcore maining Zarya recently, and I think I love her. She's a tough nut to crack because her big thing is she can put shields around herself and teammates, but only for a very short amount of time. And the more those shields get
Oh, bullshit!
That was bullshit, Rich. That was absolute bullshit. But Jack, do you love Overwatch? I fucking love Overwatch. So the more those shields get hit by enemy fire, the stronger her gun gets. And so you're actually kind of useless in battle until you take a little damage. And so it's she's not good for beginner players, but I am so into her recently. Zarya, and that's kind of the fun of Overwatch, is because it has so many different characters. It's like you learn a new game once you start maining a new character. Zarya is BS. No, I love her, and her ultimate, she creates like a black hole vortex that sucks all the enemies into the black hole. And so if you're talking to your team, you tell them like, oh, my black hole's almost ready. And then they get ready, and you suck all the enemy team into a vortex, and then everybody fires on them, and you kill everyone, and it's the greatest. So, yeah, when you hit the Zarya rhythm, she's great. But you can't be too aggressive with her. You can't be at the front of the lines. You actually, because you need a buddy to put a shield on to take damage so your weapon can get more powerful. So you have to hang back a little bit. It reinforcing teamwork is incredibly important with Zarya.
Jack,
yeah,
I just played Gears of War 4. I know the way you play multiplayer is to run around with a shotgun.
That's true, Rich. That's true. You press the roll button.
Jesus Christ, Jack, you probably aim.
What can I say, Rich? I'm kind of a noob. So yeah, I aim all the time. I almost do no rolling. And I barely ever use a shotgun.
You're doing it wrong.
Yes, basically all of Gears of War 4 is being Reaper. Imagine an entire team of Reapers. Then you got Gears of War 4 multiplayer. And roll like a jackass. I did not enjoy the Gears of War 4 multiplayer. And I didn't play much because I didn't really enjoy it.
You don't see all that blood?
Nope. That could be anybody's blood, Rich. He doesn't know. There's no body. Anonymous says, not enough Star Trek talk for the night.
Star Trek is good. So there you go. We're done. We did it. We did the thing. The thing you wanted. The thing you demanded.
Rich,
the thing for the people.
Rich has already told his Star Trek convention stories. Favorite episodes we've been through before, but we can touch again a little bit. Also, Fode Min Galo, which means fuck my cock. Much love from Brazil. I'm trying to think of a new Star Trek episode to talk about because, there's a lot of fun ones. I really like the Darmok and Jalad episode, mostly because it's unique. I'm trying to think of another fun one to talk about, though. We've talked constantly on how Voyager ruined the Borg as an enemy. Are there good Voyager episodes? There are. I'm sure there's good Voyager.
Maybe there's some okay ones. I think good is asking for a bit much. Ooh, I can't dissolve them. Oh, it's because they're in the light?
They're in the light.
Oh, that makes sense. I like that.
A world with rules, Rich. It's a world with rules. Was it Voyager or was it TNG that had the race of hunters?
Voyager.
Who wanted took over Voyager and just tried to expand the
holodeck.
The holodeck.
That was Voyager.
That's a fun episode. I like that idea. Well, so they took over the Voyager and they fell in love with the holodeck because it was like a training room for them for hunting.
Uh-huh.
And that episode alone wasn't the best, but I loved that race came back later in the season, and they tried to work out some sort of deal with Voyager for their holodeck technology in an effort for them to wean themselves off of hunting.
There was another episode.
Was there?
Where they made the holograms too smart. They made the holograms sentient because they wanted to hunt something smart. And so the holograms started killing off the hunters.
Oh, is that it?
The holograms got their own ship.
Oh, yeah. See, that's fun.
Yeah, don't you love how Janeway violated the Prime Directive by giving them that technology in the first place?
Yep.
For exactly the reasons of what happened?
Oh, fucking Janeway. She's the worst. She's the worst.
Janeway reaffirmed the Prime Directive.
Yep.
Good work, Janeway. Way to go.
But you know what? That's an example of really fun world building in Star Trek. Oh, we like that. Oh, there you go, Rich.
Nope.
You're on the roof. You figured it out.
No, I haven't. This is doing me nothing.
Oh. Can you get on the other roof? That roof?
No.
No? Okay. Janeway is the fucking worst. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, what happened?
Everything glitched out.
Oh, okay.
And then came back.
No, Star Harvels, that's always her reason. Her reasoning was, it's not my quadrant. I got to get my people home. That's why you follow the fucking rules. You always follow the rules. That's Star Trek's thing. Well, that was Next Gen's thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Always be following rules.
Well, fuck me.
What?
This.
Oh, you figured it out.
Yeah.
Well,
I could have avoided a lot of shenanigans if I knew about this.
Oh. Well, hey, you figured it out eventually. All right. Anonymous says, speaking of Voyager, I'm going through season 5 and the episode Curse Oblivion, where the Voy clones from the demon planet forgot their clones, but Janeway basically too stubborn to accept it. Fail. I don't necessarily remember that episode. Yes, Jigalag. Janeway is bad because the writers...
Write her bad. She's good. Kate Mulgrew, great actress.
Yes. But the writers didn't know what kind of character they wanted her to be, and so every writer treated her a little bit differently. And so what you have is a very uneven character. Kate Mulgrew's great, and there are moments where Janeway is fine, but she's never quite her own thing. Oh, there's a doll up there, Rich. There's a doll up there, Rich.
You call that a doll?
Oh, it looked like a doll. That's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I thought it was a doll.
It's fine.
It looked a bit like a doll. Here, I'll surmise for you. You're a ghost. You need that paper to do ghost shit.
Yeah.
He goes, cool, baby.
Oh, Jack.
What? Even ghosts want it. No, I don't believe either of us are interested in Titanfall 2.
No.
I do hear that they've included a story this time, a story mode, a single player mode.
Yeah.
That's not enough to necessarily get me interested. Overall, I think we talked about this in the episode. Like, I liked the general idea of, you piloting a...
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, you're right in the middle now. Piloting a big-ass robot and wreaking havoc. I didn't much care for the gameplay, but... No, not looking forward to Titanfall 2.
Tier?
2.
Tier?
Yeah, Titanfall 2.
Titanville.
Titanfall 2, they got all the robots. They got all the robots into 2 bits. 2 bits for Rubits. Game Child UK. Hey, Jack, let's talk about...
God! There we go. I'll take that.
It was slop, but you'll take it?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Bucky's arm. You're right, Game Child UK.
Dear Lord. So it's
No.
come to this.
I think that was clearly a joke. Also, Rich, there is a DR4 season pass announced. Dead Rising 4, I assume?
Dead Rising 4, I've lost all interest in. They're taking out the timer. It seems like it's going to be a dumber game.
Oh, or is that Dead... No, oh, okay. And they announced they made a Red Dead parody poster. Funny because Red Dead is on track to be good. Dead Rising 4 to be a failure. I never played the original Red Dead Redemption.
It's great, Jack. You're missing out.
I hear great things. I've heard nothing but great things, just never got around to it. One of those games I never got around to. Thank you for whoever got rid of that. The Thea C. Claw, don't write stuff like that. That's weird. It takes up space. Just takes up space. He wrote like a bunch of not emojis, but garbledy-gook, and I think it was trying to be funny, and it's just useless.
Look, we're not obligated to read anything, and if we can't read it, we certainly won't.
Oh,
so,
it was just in the chat, and thankfully one of our fine mods deleted the comments, so we don't have to look at it. You can play it on PC via PS Now. Red Dead Redemption. Soup doop 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 boop.
Wait, it's on the PS4?
No. They say you can play it on the PC via PS Now.
Explain.
That's just what they said.
What is a PS Now?
I should know that. PS Now, I believe, is you can remotely play your PlayStation games via a computer. Hold on.
Oh, it's not the same.
I'm Googling it right now for you.
I want to be able to put the old consoles in the dustbin.
Ah, okay. PS Now is the subscription service that lets you stream hundreds of PS3 games to your PS4 and Windows PC. So that might be what you're looking for, Rich. Should we check if Vanquish is on there? Let's explore the catalog. I like Battlestar Galactica. I like the new Battlestar Galactica.
You know what? Why not?
I enjoyed it. I thought the ending was a little weak, but overall, I really enjoyed it. Edward James Olmos is the man. Everyone knows that. Vanquish. That didn't type anything. Vanquish. Vanquish. By download? What can you download Vanquish on? Oh, on PS3. I don't know if you can play Vanquish on PS Now.
Okay.
But apparently, yeah, if you want, PS Now offers you to stream PS3 games to your PC. That could be fun. I don't know. Wait, isn't Dean... Who's Dean Stockwell?
He was Al from Quantum Leap.
That's right. He was in Battlestar Galactica. He was in that. I forgot. There was a lot of people in that. Good show. Fine show. Good show, fine show. Ends kind of meh, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, so I'm assuming I got to find a way to turn off that lantern.
Yeah, oh, see, like, there's one.
Yeah. It's probably on the other side.
Got to find those blue things.
I'm probably going to go back and forth between the two sides. It's way too easy just to murder everyone. I suppose I should challenge myself, but...
Right.
Whatever.
You have to pay an additional $15 for PS... Oh, so PS Now is $15 a month.
Fuck all of this shit you're talking about then.
What? Yeah. $15 a month to stream PS3 games to your PC.
All right, I got my groove back.
Great. That's great. What? Chat, sometimes I just don't chat gets into its own conversation sometimes and I just can't keep up.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's see here. Reinstar. Best Voyager episode is worst case scenario. Tom discovers Tuvok's Maquis mutiny scenario as it's much more realistic than most Voyager episodes. Oh, Maquis. Sorry. Maquis. Tom discovers Tuvok's Maquis mutiny scenario as it's much more realistic than most Voyager episodes.
How about the episode where Neelix discovers that his afterlife was bullshit and his beliefs are wrong?
I don't necessarily remember
There is an
that
episode about that, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He has a near-death experience, and he doesn't see the happy forest.
The happy forest?
The happy forest that everyone goes to when they die. He doesn't see it. He sees nothing because he's dead for like hours. And the doc brings him back to life.
I apologize, everyone. I momentarily blanked on the Maquis, the rogue group, and it's spelled funny. Maquis?
The Maquis.
The Maquis.
Maquis. The Maquis.
Maquis?
Damn it. All right, I don't know how to get across.
Wasn't the Maquis abandoned by episode 2? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That whole interesting tension was done with by episode 2 or 3. Never to be heard from again.
You know, Voyager is not about interesting things.
All right, let's see what we got. Rich.
What?
The off switch says, please never change. I know it must get tiring coming up with new ways to tell RPG fanboys to go fuck themselves.
Comes naturally.
But it's the Lord's work and those fucks deserve it. Rich.
Yes.
Doing great.
Thank you.
Doing great. Sari Chen. So, Jack, did you end up swiping the rest of that soju? Do I remember what soju is?
Remember that mystery drink that you drank? You thought it was soda, but it wasn't soda?
Oh, there was only one more bottle of it, and yeah, I took it home and drank it, and I liked it. Mostly because I had already drank the one and I was a little tipsy. So
Son of a bitch.
Soju. P.S. You're doing great, Rich.
Thank you.
That's right, soju. That it was like a grapefruit juice soda beer.
Well, he fell on the wrong spot.
Anonymous said, it's funny that we're all starting to cut the cord, yet we'll end up paying the same, if not more, for all the streaming service we want in the end. That's true, Anonymous, but we'll end up with the stuff that we want. There is the difference. You know, you add up Hulu and Netflix and HBO Go and all that, and you end up paying a lot, but it's more aligned to what we're actually watching instead of ending up with 100 cable channels that you don't watch. We're streamlining. We're inviting an open marketplace to entertainment. It's great. It's great.
Oh, nope, there's more than one in there. That won't do.
Nope. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, you know, I'm canceling Hulu. I used to like it because they had high quality reruns of shows that I watched, but since the CW app came out, I don't really use Hulu that much anymore. CW app's the way to go. I wish every channel had a standalone app like that. With high quality streams. Sure, they have ads, but who cares? Because you can watch the shows whenever you want to. And it's free. It's a free, just free app.
You fucks.
You fucks. It's free, you fucks. It's free. And it's great. Everyone likes it. Or only me, because I watch Supergirl and Flash and Green Arrow. Not Red Arrow. That's not a thing. Hulu has Nuki now? What? There you go. Tell me more about Project Hornet. Project Hornet. Project Horny is a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing we're working on. Super secret Project Hornet.
Explain this all again, because people come in and out.
So, what we're looking for, if you're new to the stream, what I need right now is someone who can either do technical drawings or is proficient in CAD or another 3D rendering software to make a design or to help me with a design for production. I would like to produce a product, and I need either a technical drawing or a 3D design. If you are proficient, this is a paying gig. I have money to spend on this. Email me at prerec@redlettermedia.com and we can talk. Put in the subject line Project Hornet and include your portfolio. Let me see the work you've done.
Ooh, I didn't even notice this stuff.
Defensive techniques often. Oh, cool. Is this a paying position? Yes. Yes, I will pay you for your time. We will discuss rates via email, as it might be inappropriate to discuss rates while you can't talk to me. If you put Project Horny in your subject line, I might be apt to delete it. So Project Hornet. If you want to get into Project Horny, that is a whole different thing. Is this for an intern position? No. This is a paying gig. I need someone who can do decent technical drawing of a product I'm hoping to mass produce. $500 per hour plus expenses. You probably won't get that much. Putting that out there. No, MS Paint is not good enough. I'm sorry. Epic Jason, send me your stuff. Like I said, I can't use just random drawings. I need someone who can do some possibly mock-ups, products. Send me your info. We need someone. It's gonna be great. Estimate on how long until Project Hornet goes public. That depends entirely on how fast drawings can be made and a whole bunch of other things. Super secret Project Hornet. We will eventually talk about. I'm not poo-pooing Project Horny. Project Horny, that's just a different business model that Rich and I aren't necessarily going after. And I think is frowned upon with Twitch's terms and services. So organic, industrial, what are we talking here? Technological. We're talking technological. Jack Triggerjoy says, I will do it for free, but I can't draw and I don't work. You hired and you fired. Boom. Easy. I have a cousin. He draws race cars, but he's only 8, but he has a real talent. Won't be helpful. Won't be helpful. Also, probably not helpful if you just draw, like, monsters and shit. Oh, this is a very helpful skill you have here now. Can you pay under the table? Unrelated questions. Are you hiring illegal aliens? Can we pay under the table? Obviously, I have to say no, we can't.
This is being recorded.
This is being recorded, so of course we cannot pay you under the table. We cannot pay you under the table, if you get my meaning. Illegal aliens are perfect for Project Horny. Whole different project, Project Horny. The IRS is in the chat. Hey, I don't know who's in the chat. I don't know who's in the chat. I don't know who will refer to this video in... What is that? In future legal battles, but we will not pay under the table.
Where's the thing that was up on the roof? That was... down there, right?
Project Horny. That's all under the table, if you get my drift. Under tables, under skirts.
If I go down that hole, am I going to miss out on whatever was over there?
You can probably go back up the hole, I assume, but I don't know. Oh no, prereq is now being audited. Oh.
It's okay because we did and will not pay anybody under the table.
Exactly. In all honesty, no, we won't pay anyone under the table. I keep very tight records of all business expenses, and they're very important to me for tax reasons.
If I can't get paid under the table, you can't get paid under the table.
Nope. So I know we're joking, but seriously, no, we will not pay anyone under the table. You'll be hired legitimately and have to report any income on your taxes, as I will report the expenditure on my tax forms. So that person has to be an American? No, of course. You don't have to be an American for the job. You can be whoever you want to be. I have to report the expenditure. So I assume wherever you live, you have to report the income. If you don't, that's great. Great on where you live. But nerd. I know. I am a nerd. I'm a nerd, but, I also have a family. So, like, paying my taxes is pretty important. I don't know who handles RLM's finances. These are my finances, and I handle them.
RLM handles RLM's finances.
Exactly. Let's see here. GameChild UK says, I was optimistic for the NX, then they revealed the Switch, and I'm sad. Can they just put a third-party friendly console without the dumb gimmicks? Waiting to see more, but so far, not dropping money on day one.
No, they can't.
They can't what?
They can't put out a console without gimmicks.
Okay.
They're going up against Sony and Microsoft, who do more things than video games, and they have bases, they have resources to work with that, they have manufacturing resources that Nintendo doesn't.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
It would cost Nintendo a lot to sell a system that was as powerful as the Xbox One and the PS4, and hope it catches on, that they'll make the losses will be enough to make up for it with the games.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. The gimmick, however, that might get people to buy the super duper Wii U. Oh, I'm sorry, the Switch.
The Switch. But and also think
like they did the gimmick once with the Wii,
that's
and it really worked.
Think about your history. Think about how well the Wii sold. Boom. The gimmick can work and it can pay off big time. You can't. That's why my race analogy was so important. Where it's like Nintendo can't beat Sony and Microsoft in a foot race. They have to not race at all and just do their own thing, which is what they're doing with the Switch. Will it work? Who knows? Look how poorly the Wii software sold. Doesn't matter. The console sold incredible. Fucking my mom bought a Wii. I don't know if she ever played it. She bought one. Motion control was the only thing people cared about was that damn bowling game.
Yeah.
They just wanted Wii bowling. Yeah, I can bowl from home now. That's great. And they all bowled one game and then never touched the Wii again. But that's okay. Nintendo didn't care. They made money.
Well, they probably care in the sense that they'd like to continually make more money from the same people.
Sure.
So they care. All right, we're going down here.
My 95-year-old grandmother has a Wii for fitness. Oh, by the way, another fucking gimmick. The balance board for fitness.
Yeah.
That went fucking gangbusters. Slim Shazbot, I have heard of the game The Movies, where you try to manage your own movie studio. I haven't given it much thought. I haven't played it, but yes, I've heard of it.
Well, damn. This could have gone better.
Yep. Tiredon says, I recently rewatched Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Fucking son of a bitch.
That's what you get for watching Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Fucking son of a bitch. It's a great movie. Let's see here. It had been so long since I had seen it, and honestly, the whole thing felt like I was rediscovering a J.J. Abrams movie. Good material for review. Yeah, Close Encounters is great. Richard Dreyfuss, weird alien stuff. Good shit. Good shit, Close Encounters. You know, just like a little bit of sci-fi weirdness, but mostly human drama stuff. Great. Close Encounters is a great movie. Right, Craig Nation? Like, that was just the right timing where it sounded like Rich really hated Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
It's fine. Close Encounters is fine.
You son of a bitch.
I was doing so good, and then I triggered an alarm, and it hurt.
Yeah.
It physically hurt.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Ryan Star says, in addition to Neelix's existential crisis, the episode where Harry Kim ruins an entire society's religion by coming back from the afterlife.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Keep on keeping on, gentlemen. Fuck, cock, etc. That's great. That's great. Ooh, that sounds great. Fiddlesburg. Midnight Special. Have you seen Midnight Special?
No. Hold on, I did not die here.
It's like early Spielberg meets Carpenter. Ooh, I'm going to write that down. That sounds great. Midnight Special. Where's my little thing? I got a note in my notebook right here. And I got a little one that says watch.
Oh, is he still alive? Oh, no, he's just glitching.
Oh, didn't you disappear him? Here it is.
No, because I'm in the middle of an action sequence here where I bungling.
Midnight Special. Boom. And added it. Thank you. Oh, good. That sounds great. Rich, how's the game so far?
Getting better.
Yeah. I know you were kind of meh earlier.
Yeah.
That's great. It's not like Spielberg, dead or retired. Abrams doesn't have the depth or talent. He's literally just aping without understanding what Spielberg does. Yeah. Abrams emulates the style of Spielberg, but isn't really good at emulating the emotional connection that Spielberg is so good at. It's quite possible that J.J. Abrams is not a human and just sees the visuals and says, this is what humans look like. Spielberg, I mean, I don't even know if I want to call him the poor man's Spielberg. He's the poor man's photocopy of Spielberg.
Being a bit harsh on J.J. Abrams.
That's not to be harsh on him. I don't think it's harsh to say he's no Spielberg because, Spielberg is Spielberg.
Yeah.
I like a lot of what Abrams does.
Like scroll.
I think he does a lot of it without the human side of it.
Human.
Hello, human. Chimera King, hold on. I will check. I'm sure I get them. I will get all of your emails regarding Project Hornet. But if you would like me to double check right now. Mick, yes. Super Secret Project Hornet. I see your email right on top. I will check all of these tomorrow morning. Thank you, everyone, by the way. I've hit a bit of a dead end as my role of producer on Project Hornet, and this will be very helpful. As it turns out, it's hard to make something when you don't know how to make it.
Insane, but true.
Right? Right? Do you need Shadow to teleport?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Indiana Jones is boring, stereotypical stuff. I don't know if Indiana Jones is like best Spielberg. Indiana Jones is great. That's not best Spielberg, as far as I'm concerned.
It's my favorite.
Just Spielberg in general?
My favorite Spielberg movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say it's Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
All right.
You could argue it might not be the best example of one of his films, sure. I don't know, but... How do I get up on the thing?
Oh no, and like now that I say it, like it's hard to come up with like what my favorite is, but he's good. That's Spielberg. J.J. Abrams is at his absolute worst whenever he works with Damon Lindelof. Damon is literally a curse. Yeah.
Literally a curse.
Literally. That's what they're saying.
I don't want to be on the underside of that. Come on.
Ooh. Yeah. You're probably right, Rostic. People are listing off examples of better Spielbergs. And I will say, absolute favorite Spielberg, Jurassic Park.
No.
You take Indiana Jones over Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
You're a crazy man.
Bullshit.
It was on the underside, Rich. It was on the underside. I would take Jurassic Park over Indiana Jones. That's me. We are different people, Rich, with different tastes.
Jurassic Park is one for me that wore off after like one or two views.
Oh, you're a crazy man.
Sorry.
You're a crazy man.
The way I feel about it, I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. No, that's mean of me. Oh yeah, not for me.
So that looks like it's on.
But yeah, you're on the under. See, the circle's on the underbelly. I don't know if you can get up. Well, obviously you can. Yeah, this is where you could use a mouse.
Yep.
Oh no, and I say this as someone. I love the Indiana Jones movies, all three of them. I love all three Indiana Jones movies, but Jurassic Park.
I'm not as bitter about Crystal Skull as some.
I am. Jurassic Park is just one of my favorite movies of all time, and so it would be hard to dethrone that.
I'm not even saying Jurassic Park hasn't aged well. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the thrill of it wore off.
Right. Twitch plays Pokemon. That's how Jay felt too. Jay also wanted to like Blade Runner, but did not. So don't worry.
No, I'm in the same boat.
You're in the same boat?
Yeah.
Oh man. Just me. I kinda love Blade Runner.
All right, this is kind of bullshit.
Do you want to use the mouse like just for this area, just to get up there?
I'm not 100% sure if we
can you get like see that left? There's that little like dangle that's hanging off.
Well, I can get here, and
okay.
from here I can get nothing.
Oh, wait,
actually,
what's over there? What about that tree fort thing?
What? Hold on, Jack. Hold on.
There you go. Can you get on the?
That would explain it.
Go.
That would explain it.
There you go. You get it.
Oh, only 3 more to go. Well, fuck my nutsack.
I'm also pretty stoked about Blade Runner sequel, but we'll see.
Is that an actual thing?
They're saying people are. Oh yeah, Blade Runner sequel is happening. It's got the Gosling.
Well, I don't have enough shadow. I'm screwed.
Yes, the last Indiana Jones movie did have an alien in it. It was weird.
You just kill me.
Oh.
Just kill me. It was a nice run.
Oh, ew. Jared Leto is going to be in the Blade. Well, maybe Jared Leto will play an android and he'll die off quickly. I have not seen the Suicide Squad. I've heard he's terrible in it, but I think it's quite possible that the only thing I've ever seen Jared Leto act in is Fight Club, in which he was fine. I don't know if I've ever seen Jared Leto act besides Fight Club. Whoop. So 3 hours, 18 minutes. We'll give it like 10 more minutes and then we'll do a stand-up. I think that's what we've been doing.
Well, how much longer do we want to play in general?
I don't know, Rich. In like 10 more minutes, we will have been streaming for about
I'm getting
3.5 hours.
I'm getting close to being done.
Okay, well, yeah, just let me know when you're. Well, then I'll stand up now, or we'll be if you're close to being done, I'll wait. How about that? Jared Leto has no facial expression, so maybe he can be a glitchy android whose facial expressions aren't working. Then it'll be great. I never saw My So-Called Life. As a Joker in Suicide Squad is the epitome of try hard. Yeah. Mr. Nobody, Requiem for a Dream, Fight Club, Panic Room. Okay, well, that's why. If that's all of his movies, I've only seen Fight Club. Requiem is on my list of movies that I know I should watch, but I also know is very depressing and don't necessarily feel like it. You have to be in the right mood to watch that. Epitome.
Epitome.
Epitome. What an epitome. Yep, you're right. Sorry. That's where my brain's working. That's what you get. Epitome. Epitome. It's spelled epitome, and I don't care what you say. I read fast.
It's all fine.
It's all fine. Anonymous says, I loved Twister as a kid and recently rewatched it. To my surprise, the protagonist, played by Bill Paxton, is a massive asshole and it completely killed the movie. Have you ever had a similar experience? I have not had the similar
I didn't like a
experience.
character. No, not side. Up. You.
That's where my brain is working.
You little.
Like, did you ever have a movie that you liked and then you rewatched it, and as it turns out, like just one character ruined it for you?
No, sorry. I never had that specific experience with a film.
Well, there you go. Mark Makarov, 92. Are video games a more sequel-friendly medium because of their gameplay focus with some games? With minimal changes?
Yeah, they are.
The inherent iterative nature of games, what would them a leg up over movies? What would give them a leg up over movies? Yeah, because story isn't...
Why do you need a leg up over movies? Why are they competing?
Well, they are competing. They're competing for your entertainment time. That's just the thing. But yeah, because the focus on most games is on the gameplay, they don't necessarily need to worry about story as much. And in general, a sequel to a game will have similar gameplay, and that's what people really care about. So sequels are easier to do.
Damn you.
What's going on?
This guy's a jerk.
Oh. The Cardi Meister, yes. Yes, it was. What's your favorite modern Spielberg film? Minority Report is the only one that is consistently strong. Minority Report's pretty good.
When does modern Spielberg start?
Oh, Minority Report and after?
I don't know that I have a favorite modern Spielberg film.
It's hard to even name a modern Spielberg film.
I haven't seen Minority Report.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, you should. Oh, I know. You don't like Tom Cruise. Now that I think about that. You should. It's fun.
My whole life is nothing but other people telling me what I need to watch and play.
Yeah.
That's my life is devolved into.
I'm sorry. That's true. And I'm adding to that, and that's part of my, that's something I need to work on, you know? That's something I need to work on, but hey, I think it's fun. War of the Worlds, War Horse, AI.
Sure, pal.
Anything modern Spielberg is post Jurassic Park. Ooh, Saving Private Ryan. That's in there. That's a good one.
All right, and Saving Private Ryan.
Lincoln, Catch Me If You Can.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't much care for War of the Worlds. Did you see his War of the Worlds?
No.
Oh, okay. Really did not care for that. AI is one of those kind of like, is one of those movies that you call like interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. I was more okay with it on a second watching than I was on my first watching. Because, you know, that one notoriously started with Is
that the movie where Spielberg said, "I'm done with little boys"?
No. That's the movie that oh my God.
No. Oh.
Kubrick. That's the movie that Kubrick started and Spielberg finished.
Oh.
I could not for the life of me remember his name, and I'm so sorry, everyone. And you can clearly see where Spielberg takes over.
In AI.
In AI. And in that way, it's really fascinating. Just pinpoint the moment in which Spielberg takes over.
Well, they didn't shoot it chronologically, did
no,
they?
of course they didn't shoot it chronologically. But, you know, like a director does a lot more than just shoot the movie. They you know, they focus the whole thing, and you can definitely see where Kubrick's influences were and where Spielberg's influences were. And it's really fascinating. So AI is worth a watch just, you know, just as doing a film paper. What happens when two directors with vastly different styles collaborate on a project?
Nope. No. Okay, I'm done.
And done.
Oh, God. One more try and I'm done.
Great. Any thoughts on the Prometheus sequel?
None.
Alien Covenant. Personally stoked. Also, any excitement for War of the Planet of the Apes?
Nope.
Also, Leto was Paul Allen in American Psycho. He dies. You know what? I have not seen any of the new Planet of the Apes movies.
Since the Tim Burton one on?
Well, I saw the Tim Burton one, and I didn't see any of the new ones. You know, the new Planet of the Apes cinematic universe.
Yeah.
That's out there.
Oh, is that not... that's not in with the Tim Burton one?
That is not in with the Tim Burton one, no. So no, I'm not excited for it because I haven't seen any of them. Dreamer TK Rich likes this game.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not the best thing ever, but it's fine.
It's growing on you. You said.
Yeah.
Earlier.
No.
This seems to be a frustrating.
It's good. This. Fuck. That guy's gonna be the fucking death of me.
The old ones are fun and campy. I hear that, you know, you watch the new ones for Caesar and the motion capture technology, and I like James Franco in general, and I know he's in the new one.
Like the original has that perfect Rod Serling twist. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Written by Rod Serling.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he wrote the original book, but I think he wrote the screenplay.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's great.
Where I don't think they have that twist in the original book. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
You blew it up!
You damn dirty.
No, that's not how you blew it up.
That was earlier.
You get your hands off of me, you damn dirty apes!
You blew it up, didn't you?
You blew it up!
Oh, that's right. Spielberg did Tintin. Did you see the Tintin movie?
I have not.
Oh.
Wait, did I? I think
Animated movie?
I did. It was,
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Tintin movie's fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not the greatest thing ever, but fun.
Alright.
Rise was good. Dawn was better. I'm going to reserve judgment before I see War. So there's Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and now there's going to be War of the Planet of the Apes. Corpse vanished. Corpse vanished. Tintin is a better Indiana Jones movie than Crystal Skull. You're absolutely right, King Fossilier. Whoa! Uh-oh.
What?
Are you glitching?
Yeah, I glitched.
Oh. I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, Tintin is a fun adventure movie. If you like Indiana Jones, watch Tintin. It's fun. And it's got a little dog and a drunk. It's great. Tintin only came first by half a century. Yeah, based off of the comics. The famed comics. Tintin.
Whatever.
Tintin?
Tintin can suck my cock.
Tintin? I believe he fancies the ladies, so I think he would have a problem with that. But I don't know, as it's a comic book. It's a comic book. Brunch of the Planet of the Apes? Just haven't seen any of them.
All right, so he's got to die first, then. All right, I get it now.
The other one?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your problem? No, Tintin was a Nazi hunter. Tintin's British. He fought the Nazis, goddammit. I have a collection of his early comic books, and, it suffered, because it's such an old comic, it has kind of that old school racism.
Whatever.
Which is fine. So, but no, he was not a Nazi. He fought the Nazis. Freelance, I do remember that, yes. How many more comic book movies do you guys have to review before Mike Stacklasa takes a long dive into a shallow pool?
10.
Oh, 10? 10 more? There you go. 10 more. Yeah. Nothing? Nothing over here? Nothing over here? No, everyone keeps, I see that every once in a while in like a Half in the Bag episode, just Mike and Jay saying like comic book fatigue is, comic book movie fatigue is finally starting to set in, which is, of course, what everybody has been saying for the past 8 years. And it might be, who knows. When it really sets in, it won't be comic book fatigue. It'll just be done. That's what we're all waiting for, is just for it to be done. Good, Rich. So many killing. I'm gonna kill them all.
Want his head to come off.
And see, like, for me, I don't care because I like comic book movies. So I say, hey, keep them coming. Keep them coming. I like it all. It will start. It will start eventually because we're starting. Comic book movies are starting to.
Nope. It'll never happen.
It will. It will. Comic book movies are starting to run into the same problems that comic books have.
And they'll have the same solution, reboot.
Exactly. And that's where the fatigue starts. That's why people stopped reading comic books. Is because you fall in love with a character, you fall in love with an artist, you fall in love with a writer, and then a new writer takes over, and it's not so good, but you keep on going. But then a new artist takes over, and it's not so good, and then they reboot the character, and you just say, fuck it. So we're starting to get to that point in the movies where we're getting multiple timelines, we're getting multiple different versions of the same character happening at the same time. You know, just thinking about the
oh shit! All right, there's people over here that I didn't know about, and I'm dead. And oh my god, I think the stream just ended.
Oh geez, there you go. Yeah, well,
I'm enjoying it though, but I'm done for now.
Beatmaster, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like right now, we have an entire DC universe that's on television that is running parallel to a movie DC universe that have the exact same characters in it too. We have 2 Flashes, we have 2 Supermen. And that's what's going to start to fatigue people. We have Flash rebooting his universe constantly. Once we have like new writers and directors taking over franchises that we loved, it's going to start to fatigue. It's not there yet, but that's where it will start.
We'll see, Jack. We'll see.
My guess is 4 years.
We'll see. I don't know.
You think? Great. So, Rich, final verdict on...
It's quality.
Aragami.
It's quality.
Quality? There you go. Wait, the same actor isn't playing Flash? No, Flash is...
No, different character. Well, same character, but different actor.
In the movie.
Reboot,
The movie
universe.
versus TV show.
Yeah.
There's a TV Flash and there's a movie
I know
Flash.
this.
Well, I'm setting it up for them. And they're 2 different actors. And that's weird. And they're both playing Barry Allen, and they're both playing a quirky, goofy Barry Allen. They're acting very similarly, but it's a completely different universe.
Did they talk about the Switch? No, we did not.
Never at all. What's the Switch? What are you talking about?
It's on my T-shirt. Superman and Batman.
Yep. Superman and Batman. Boom. Okay. Hey, I got a thing here.
What? A thing? Oh my god.
Do this. And I was already on it. Boom. And a boom. Now I got a thing here. Great. This is the point in the stream in which we thank all of the people who have subscribed to us during the stream, much like McConsnick, who subscribed to us for 16 months in a row.
Peggy, 1734.
Donnie Durden.
Red Apples Knights.
Moki B85 for 28 fucking months in a row. And Moki says, yay, 28 months giving you hack frauds $5 USD, $6.50 in Australian money. And all I get is the word fucking, and you read this lousy message, but I love you deeply. LOL, I don't know sex words.
Okay.
I like that. Thank you, Moki.
Zekol. Zekol says, what am I paying you hack frauds for? Entertain me, you fucks. D. There's a D at the end of that. Just
There's
a D.
at the end of that. Evil Crash 9.
Luke 72W. Luke 72W says, sexy is as Packard does.
Mm-hmm. Dostoyevsky.
This time, it's lupus. 12 fucking, just 12 months in a row.
Whoa,
12 chaste, non-fucking months in a row.
There you go.
This time, Lupus says, a whole year! And it's been disappointingly free of Drunk Jack. What's up with that? Drunk Jack is best Jack. Once again, there is a best of the worst on the way.
There's a best of the worst on the way, in which apparently Jay has told me I get exponentially more tilty throughout the entire episode. So heads up, watch your inboxes for the next best of the worst. Coffee for Mana.
Weemsy.
D.A. Arc Matter. Oh, I get it.
The Ark.
The Arc Matter 15 months in a row. The Arc Matter says, I feel special today.
Bill Hecka. 28 fucking months in a row. Bill Hecka says, 28 months later, I still haven't learned anything from this stream. And for that, I am grateful.
We try. We try to lack knowledge every week. Is Joe
Flacco elite?
Is Joe Flacco elite?
No, Joe Flacco was not elite.
Oh.
Joyful Sad. Joyful Sad says, go White Sox.
Joyful Sad said something else. John B. 820 for 22 fucking months in a row. And John B. 820 says, hey ho, what do you know? I've subbed 22 months in a row. Hey ho, what do you know? I've subbed 22 months in a row. Ha!
Mr. Glitch, 23 fucking months in a row. Mr. Glitch says, boo.
According to movie trends, that should raise our viewership.
Which boo?
Like Medea, the Medea movie is called Boo.
Oh.
That was a callback? Possibly not a good one.
Not shockingly, I completely forgot everything we talked about regarding Medea.
Pardon me. Xenotrope for 27 fucking months in a row.
Tekabrash! Tekabrash says, glad to be here for a whole second month in a row.
Dr. Gunter Hunterhanker. You can't put me on the spot like this. I'll just freeze.
Base 9 Wario. 2 months, mafuckas.
2 months, motherfuckers.
2 months, mafuckas.
Motherfuckers. I've been subscribed to you for 2 months, you motherfuckers. Savvy Bones. Savvy Bones says, when are you going to play WoW on stream? I have a few hundred for us join.
Have a few hundred of us join you.
And have a few hundred of us join you. Never. That's what happens.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
That sounds fairly
Pretty accurate. Krakenek! 20 fucking months in a row. Krakenek says, thanks for wasting my life. Here's to 20 more months. Yay!
Cabbage Mongler.
Dr. Soyonese! 18 months in a row. Dr. Soyonese says, go sports! Use the ball to win that game.
Yay! Relentless 42.
Polar 80fix. Polarity FX is probably what they mean, though.
Probably what they mean. Eugene Poda. Eugene Poda says thanks for all the great shows.
Mr. Grape. Mr. Grape says JHGFHJ.
Phantom Image.
Heliosphere 1969.
Fleshy Patch for 25 fucking months in a row. And Fleshy Patch says, hey, Chicago, what do you say? The White Sox are a pretty good team.
Well, not this year, but
in general.
Yeah.
Fleshy Patch, that seems like a weird message to say.
Who are they playing in the World Series?
Who, the Cubs?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I don't even know why. I only said the White Sox because I know you're a
I know,
White Sox fan.
I know.
Like, that's the joke, but
I'm going to find out who they're actually playing in the World Series. And then every message like that.
You're going to say the other
Yeah.
team?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
That's horrible.
No, that's what I'm going to do. So if you don't like it, don't send any fucking Cubs messages, you pricks.
You get this next one.
Where do we live off?
This one.
Emergency Cyoctopus.
I think it's just Emergency Octopus.
Emergency Octopus. That also works. It worked better.
The Cleveland Indians.
The Cleveland Indians? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Cleveland hasn't won in a while. I'm
you
rooting
go.
for Cleveland.
There you go. By the way, I really like the idea of having an emergency octopus. Break glass in case of octopus emergency. Mutant Chaos.
Creo 42. 22 fucking months in a row.
KC Banner Live says, oh my God. It's my 2-month anniversary.
I can't even fucking read that. Thank you for subscribing. Next time, you know what? Some advice. Buy a vowel. Buy a fucking vowel.
Scotland. Seemingly random configuration of letters. Squatting Tiger.
Ryan from Michigan. Am I? But I assume that's Michigan.
Sure. Time Wizard.
7ter PC.
Veggie 64 says, happy birthday, Rich Evans.
And no one else, because Jack just read the last one. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
It's true.